the Xfinity Series. I've always reluctantly called it AAA baseball, but it's more than that.
Xfinity has found this magical way of being their own.
The races are shorter. There's names that you know. There's names you don't know yet, but you're gonna know.
Xfinity has the perfect tagline, where names are made.
Chase Elliott, Byron sees the checkered flag.
Tyler Reddick! It's the ultimate trophy hunting series.
It never disappoints.
I cannot believe what I just saw.
Kaulig Racing is one of the most competitive teams in the series. This team was designed for success. You've got the old school racer, Josh Williams.
He has parked at the start-finish line.
That's a new one.
Shane Van Gisbergen, one of the best road course racers on planet Earth.
Superb performance by Shane Van Gisbergen.
Shane Van Gisbergen wins Chicago.
And A.J. Allmendinger, he's won on every level and has been in NASCAR nearly 2 decades.
A.J. Allmendinger.
Allmendinger wins
A.J. Allmendinger, third straight win at the Roval.
What is it like to be a driver?
Look at you two.
We win trophies. Going to Judge Bullock. Look at this stud.
It's your life. It's not for the faint of heart.
This season hasn't been great.
Straight off racetrack.
Dude, it knocked the steering wheel out of my hands.
Fired. Sadly, people lose their job over it.
We quit having fun last year.
I can't help but be in love with the Xfinity Series. We're trophy hunting.
Back-to-back victories, Shane Van Gisbergen.
We're fighters. We want to win a championship. You just can't give up.
Why in the world are they doing this? It's because they love it.
Some guys like to race, they like to work on cars. That's not me. I'm not a racer. If my car breaks down, there's no way I can even fix it. I have to call somebody. I started leaf filter gutter protection when leaf filters started growing nationally and had more marketing money and everything else, and we're looking for ways to brand. You know, I had the opportunity to be on a NASCAR. Did a couple races in the Xfinity Series just as the primary sponsor. Because we were spending so much money, I was like, well, if we actually started our own team, how much would it cost?
We started going on 9 years ago. He called me up and said, hey, we want to start a race team. And I'm like, it's October, late October. You don't do that in NASCAR.
We sat down with the budget, and he said, this is what we're going to have to do. I mean, you got to buy everything. You have to buy the haulers, and you got to buy the cars. I mean, we didn't have a wrench.
You know, they say they're chasing trophies, and people laugh at the statement, but I think chasing trophies is exactly Matt Kaulig's personality. And every time I see it, I'm like, this is not a reach.
I actually went to the University of Akron on a football scholarship. I was a quarterback. Ever since I was in 3rd grade, leading the team, leading the huddle, it bleeds over big time, you know, into NASCAR. NASCAR has 3 series: the Cup Series, the Xfinity Series, and the Truck Series. I can't help but be in love with the Xfinity Series. You show up 36 times a year and you go racing.
All right, we all got to go out here so we can take a picture on the East Course. I'm gonna hold mine upside down. Here we go. You hit it. That was solid. Oh my God.
This is what I've always loved about this race team, is doing stuff like this all the time. It takes you away from the daily rigors, and when I say that, it's not even like of physically, it's the more mental side of it, at least for me. Hey, does it help camera-wise if I pull, does that help right there? I'm trying to think which club I want to go for here. You go through the ups and downs. I've always said, especially with our schedule, that, I mean, when it's going well, it's a difficult challenge to you know, stay in the moment and enjoy it. And then when you have ups and downs during the year, you can quickly get yourself down. So to go out there and just have a good time, relax. It's still competition, because everything we do has to be competition. I got 20 that says he doesn't hit it further than me. At the end of the day, it's more about having fun. That's a 70, bud. And really what we do is we win trophies.
Nice job, winner.
We're a family together. We win and lose together. We're hard on each other sometimes, but more than anything, we pick each other up, and that's what I've always loved about this organization, and that's why I'll stay here until I'm done.
A.J. Allmendinger is a guy that sets a standard for younger drivers. 100% a guy that's going to be difficult to beat, that's going to bring everything he's got, has crazy amount of experience and opportunities that he's had in all different forms of motorsports. He's really good at what he does.
We were sitting around and wondering how to get faster. How do we actually get into victory lane? I think we were watching an IMSA race, and A.J. Allmendinger was one of the commentators. And here's a guy that's still a young guy who is one of the best road course racers in the world, and he's just sitting on TV and he doesn't have a ride. And so we went ahead and called AJ, and AJ said, sure, I'll run a race for you, or some races.
So what was it like when you got the call from Kaulig?
I said, who? Like, you know, on Chris Rice, when he called me, he said, I'm Chris Rice. I'm like, who?
He has made Kaulig Racing. I mean, there's no question. He's won super speedway races for us. He's won short tracks. He's won mile-and-a-halves. I mean, he can do everything.
Checkered flag in the air in his first ever NASCAR Cup Series start. Shane Van Gisbergen wins on the streets of Chicago.
Welcome to the NASCAR Winners Club.
SVG is a guy that's never run an oval. Pulled him out of supercars. He's over racing in Australia and New Zealand.
I didn't want to race against him, and I knew he could help us continuously get better.
And everything he gets in, he's super quick in, and he's elite.
Me and SVG been kind of swapping back and forth. It's like when we go to the road courses for practice, he'll go out and I'll follow him. And then for the ovals, I'll go out and he'll follow me. And he thinks I'm nuts. So
That's Josh Williams, who was asked, as I told you, to go to the garage for extending the caution. The debris came off his car. He has parked his number 92 at the start-finish line just when you think you've seen it all.
I haven't seen that one yet. That's a new one.
When you park your car on the front straightaway at a race and just walk off, I mean, it's pretty bold.
he will live on YouTube as long as YouTube is alive. I'm a racer. I was running for a smaller team at the time. One race like that can ruin our entire year. It's freezing cold outside. The car's dirty. We had some bare bond fall off. Caution comes out, and they want to park me for that. So I said, well, I guess I'll just park right here.
It's probably one of the coolest moments in NASCAR. It's a pretty famous situation. He's pretty famous for it. We're trying to get Josh more famous for winning races than parking it.
This season, if we're being honest, hasn't been great. It's been a struggle. It's been a lot of down.
Third caution of the night. Allmendinger involved. Josh Williams going in the wrong direction.
Left rear is flat.
97 Van Gisbergen on pit road, opening the hood. Not good.
I consider ourselves an elite team in Xfinity now. Even though we're getting kicked in the mouth, we lead the Xfinity Series with active teams with the most road course wins. That's what you do. You focus on the places that you can win and build it again.
It's a beautiful day in Austin, Texas. On deck, the NASCAR Xfinity Series. It's round 5 here at Circuit of the Americas.
The screen. Hello. Look at you two. How's she doing? Good?
Yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good. She actually slept last night. I was surprised.
I feel like I've been gone for a month.
Yeah, like every 3 hours she was up, which is about normal.
Yeah.
We put family first at Kaulig Racing. Josh Williams does a great job. He had a beautiful young daughter on March 18th. He needed to stay at home to go to some doctor's appointments with his wife. Everything checked out fine Friday morning. So now Josh has got to go to the back. If you don't practice and qualify, they automatically put you to the back.
I'm tired, but I'm at the racetrack. I'm happy to be here, but I'm sad because I'm not at home. Everybody always tells you, like, it's nothing like, you know, seeing your kids or, you know, your first kid or something like that, and they're right.
All right, love you. Go kick ass.
I will. Love you too. Bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah. It's my favorite part of race day.
The expectation levels for this team were set so high going in, but only 4 races in, it's just not going well. But now you go to COTA. And guess what? You have two of the best road course racers in the world on your roster.
Now, interesting story for you, Josh Williams. You don't have a lot of laps here. Never have actually raced here. You missed practice and qualifying due to the birth of your daughter. How do you prepare for this race, not even having lap times?
The good part about it is I got great teammates.
They're two of the best in the field. Shane Van Gisbergen is a rising star. A.J. Allmendinger, 11 road course wins, including the last 2 right here at COTA.
Keep us honest all day, keep us in the game. I promise you the best to ever do it. Stuff they don't want you to need, man. We're going to work like hell for you all day long. Really appreciate you guys for the efforts that you put in.
The Xfinity Series about to get underway. Green flag is out. Van Gisbergen gets a great shot out of the outside groove. Allmendinger falls back to the 3rd spot. They're already 4 wide as they go by the start-finish line.
Going through the S's here 2 wide, very, very tricky. Got to stay within the track limits.
A.J. Allmendinger in close pursuit of SVG.
Everyone else is racing in Austin, Texas. These two have made their way to Oklahoma City.
It's going to be a heck of a race to watch all day long.
Here comes A.J. Allmendinger, the king of the road.
Pretty impressive to watch these two. Yes, it is. Got smoke coming out. We're going to stop here in our box and cool it down.
We know there was a stopped car on pit road of Josh Williams from overheating.
Put it on the truck. It's a damn bummer. I'm sorry about that, Josh. When I get home, I'm going to go buy like 7 sheets of drywall, and I'm going to punch holes through them.
Look at the radiator. The radiator's out of track. That's what busted it.
Now the battle for second rages on between Larson and Van Gisbergen.
Clear, clear. Nice work there.
Van Gisbergen starting to gap Kyle Larson just a little bit. The question is Van Gisbergen catching his teammate, A.J. Allmendinger?
And Van Gisbergen's going to take a look. He'll make A.J. Allmendinger crack the throttle and kick up a little dirt, and Shane Van Gisbergen has the lead.
Man, we it up. It's going to come to you here, bud. He's doing you.
Trouble down here in turn 11, guys. Ed Jones got punted. It's going to bring out a yellow.
Last thing that Shane Van Gisbergen wanted to see was a yellow.
Same. All good here, dude. Just keep everything cool. Don't lose your focus.
And the field is ready to get back at it. Green, white, checkered.
Steering, braking, shifting, all come into play. Ty Gibbs is there. So is A.J. Allmendinger.
Oh, my
they
God.
ran out of room.
Van Gisbergen runs them wide.
And Shane just wipes them all out right there.
Didn't give me a chance there. Drove me straight off the racetrack.
And there's a caution. Another caution.
Oh.
There was a penalty on that last lap. A.J. Allmendinger cut the corner, pushed to the rear of the field.
They said we shortcut turn 6.
It's not us. We didn't go out to 48 was all.
Double overtime at Circuit of the Americas.
Austin Hill, he'll go to the inside of Van Gisbergen. He'll shove him to the outside. Looks like Austin Hill may have the race lead off of turn 2.
Larson is coming up in third. He's got those fresher tires.
Oh, here comes the bump.
Contact.
A lot
Van
of bump.
Gisbergen into Hill.
Larson's gonna take it.
Larson does well. Here comes Kyle Larson.
Going to win it.
Kyle Larson is sitting there waiting for it.
It's Kyle Larson winning here at the Circuit of the Americas.
Thank you for the effort, guys. Sorry. Sorry about that, guys.
The 97 shortcuts the course in turn 4. 30-second time penalty.
30 seconds for cutting the course is what was said. They gave A.J. the same thing.
That sucks. Yeah. I had such a run on him, I couldn't just ride behind him. I was going to turn in with him. And I know he's going to lean on me, but, like, he just, dude, it knocked the steering wheel out of my hands.
Anything can happen. You could be on the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Leading the race, dominating the race, come to the end of the race, we lose it. Celsius car had a great race. The WeatherTech car had a great race, and Josh was just doing what he needed to do until another failure.
Expectations are always high, right? But the reality of things, sometimes they're not as good as they need to be.
We got to continuously dig in, keep fighting, and try to turn the curve that we need to turn.
We are at one of my favorite racetracks, Talladega Superspeedway, and we are fixing to go judge a mullet contest. How cool is that? I don't know why they picked me to be a judge, but that's strange, but I'm here for it, and I'm ready to rip.
Going to Judge Bullets.
Look at these studs. This is stiff competition.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
I think the art of having a good mullet is you gotta have some curls, and then you gotta have some sweet-looking sides.
Josh Williams!
Look at these beautiful people in Talladega. I don't know, I've always been different, I guess, because I'm not your typical everyday, I call them frou-frou NASCAR drivers, so.
Josh is this crazy character where he's got this mullet and his hair, and he's a super crazy, awesome personality.
All right, 10. What'd you get him? He's got a Parkin shirt on.
Great story about Josh. He walks in, and I said, hey, we're going to have to cut your hair, or you got to lose 25 pounds. He said, okay. Didn't ever say what he was going to do.
Look at that flow. Calm down, ladies, calm down.
He walked back in. He had lost 25 pounds.
Oh, baby! All right, okay. Look at this stud. I feel like when I'm out, you know, walking around or hanging out with the fans, they feel like they can just come talk to me because they know that I'm the same here as I am at home.
It's Dega Jesus!
Isn't that beautiful? Brings a tear to my eye. As soon as our winner walked out on stage, Dega Jesus, I already knew what was gonna happen. He ended up going home with the crown. I think we're gonna make this a tradition here at Talladega.
Race number 9 for the Xfinity Series teams, and we expect a good one here this afternoon.
This place is big, it's fast, it's wide open, it's unpredictable.
I know we have speed, I know we can run up front, but we need to be there all the time. We need to not have these 15th, 20th place finishes.
We had a good shot at Coda. In a late race caution, cost us the race.
Kyle Larson will make the race-winning pass as he gets around Shane Van Gisbergen.
We got to focus on where we can win at.
At super speedways, our chances of winning go up exponentially.
Fired up. Time for us to step up.
Let's have some fun today, buddy. We'll be there at the end.
Right about, you know the drill. We'll be smart all day. Be there at the end of this thing. Ready. Green, green, green.
The green flag is out, and we are racing.
They are still knotted up 2 and 3 wide from third on back.
Shane Van Gisbergen in the 97 is getting Talladega figured out.
Really good job, buddy. That was cool to lead the lap. Absolutely, man. Not like a veteran.
48 laps to go in the Ag Pro 300.
If I can 2 behind to the 11. Reckon up ahead, back it down, back it down.
Brandon Jones gets clipped, head on into the outside wall.
Watch them come down the track, one inside, one inside, one inside. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. They're coming back down, wash back up, wash back up. We're gonna have some nose damage, guys.
AJ Allmendinger involved.
You can see the tires on the 16. I mean, he's pretty much knocked. There's nothing else he could have done there.
That's trash.
When I got down on the apron there, and I just couldn't stop anymore.
Let's go.
Josh Williams, he's worked his way to the top 10.
Josh knows how to speedway race because I don't think he has much fear. You got to have that kind of balls to be able to go out and race those style racetracks, and I think that's the way he is.
You know, we do what we need to do to put ourselves in position.
Williams leads the lane down low in a battle for third.
Klingerman with a good run. Now there's trouble. Directing up top. Stay low here. Stay low. Keep digging here. Clear up to the middle here.
And we'll go to overtime at Talladega. Front row, Parker Kligerman, Josh Williams.
Get your gears and everything. Do everything normal. Don't get past here.
Here we go.
It's all about survival right now as we get set to rack them up for this 2-lap shootout.
You got the 97 behind you. He's going to be ready to be pretty aggressive pushing.
And you have teammates on the top, Josh Williams and SVG.
Be ready. Ready. Green, green, green.
Green flag goes back in the air.
Clear about 1 to the 97. He's out of gas behind you.
Shane Van Gisbergen does not come up to speed. He may be out of fuel.
Try to side draft these guys. They're wrecking. Stay straight. Dang it.
And they're crushing, heading off to turn 1.
Everybody else scatters to avoid.
You right there, Jeff? Yeah. Who the man?
You know, circumstances didn't go our way. My teammate behind me gonna push me. As soon as he touched me, run out of fuel. You know, we just got touched in the left rear a little bit, and you know, it's hard to hold on to those cars that, you know, with any impact on a speedways.
It's called bad luck. And they spin and wreck, and then you get caught up in that. And it has nothing to do with you. It's just, you know, the circumstances of racing.
I think it was a character-building moment for Josh.
All right, you're good to go.
He drove up there and led some laps, and he knew he had a shot at the end of the race.
You can get wrecked running last, or you can get wrecked leading the race. And it's just part of it.
And Jesse Love gets his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series win.
Confidence is where it's at. When you win one race, you can win a second one. When you don't win these races, trying to figure out what you need to win a race is super hard.
It's been a tough year for the Kaulig group.
Are you committed or what?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm fixing to be.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah. Beautiful. In 2009, we finally finished this building, and it was only for Legends cars and Bandoleros. That was it. You know, we just something for us to do, and then we started filling it with ARCA cars and all kinds of stuff, and it's too small, actually, as you can tell. I think total we've probably got over 14 or 15 customers over different series, different cars and things like that. It's super fun, and I really enjoy it because I've always worked on my own stuff, and they don't let me do that at Kaulig Racing. So this is my avenue to still be able to get my hands dirty and work on race cars. We've got a bet going on how many times the camera guy falls over today. I mean, I was building Legends cars and Bandoleros for customers in Florida when I was 14, 15 years old.
Josh Williams, I call it old school cool, because that's what he is. He is just old school. It's not a job, it's an adventure, you know, for him.
I hate just sitting at home. A lot of these drivers are probably on the lake right now, wakeboarding or something. I'd rather be building parts.
He loves the sport, and he loves every aspect of the sport, not just the driving. He loves working on cars, and that's what true racers were. The Dale Earnhardt Seniors and the Richard Pettys and the Kel Yarboroughs. He's that throwback guy.
All right. Cheers. We've been racing now for, I think we've had Kaulig Racing for 9 years. Just like any other business, we're trying to get better. I still am of the mindset that I do this for fun. Like right now, we're on a plane and we're going racing.
How are we looking today? What's the plan?
We had some positivity. We made it through practice and didn't wreck a car.
That's true.
Big
No
time.
wrecks.
No wrecks.
We didn't spend any money.
We didn't spend no money. AJ's attitude drives how the team rolls.
Oh, hey, speak of the devil.
He's talking about my attitude?
Literally talking about your attitude.
You do this to win, and when it's not going well, and we've talked about this before, I feel like absolute, and excuse my language, about myself. I look at every race as like, if we get it right, we can go win.
One of the most iconic venues in all of racing. And today, hosting NASCAR's Xfinity Series.
Are you guys ready for AJ Allmendinger?
Hey, there we go, see? Yeah, that's it. That's my hype animal right there.
I read mixed reviews about how you feel about Darlington.
Yeah. If you would ask me this question
3 years ago, I would have said I'm terrible here. Like,
Okay.
I have no idea. I have a small bit of idea now. It's still not my greatest racetrack. Am I a Denny Hamlin or Kyle Larson right now around here? Nah, but we're at least stepping in the right direction.
Well, guys, let's give it up for AJ Allmendinger.
All right, guys, thank you.
As he gets
Thank
ready
you so
to go
much.
strapping this weekend here
Yes.
at Darlington.
From Port Charlotte, Florida, Josh Williams.
When I was like 12 years old, I decided that I was gonna go run NASCAR.
Thank you, buddy. Bang!
Have a great race,
Thanks,
Josh.
dude. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was the only thing that I was gonna go do. Because I don't know anything else. I'd probably get fired if I worked at Walmart.
Thank you.
And here we are, racing at Darlington. I know Kaulig's had success here in the past.
Do you smile?
You know, I think this weekend's gonna be good for us.
Hello. Hello. It's like, I gotta get my rest so I cannot sleep tonight.
Yeah, did as much prep as I could, but you just don't really know till you get out there. So it's going to be difficult just jumping straight into the race, but lucky it's a pretty long one. Just settle in and try and learn and get better.
And the home of the brave.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Track too tough to tame, the lady in black, pick a name, it doesn't matter what you call it, it is a difficult racetrack.
Race the racetrack all day. You're one of the best, so just do you all day and you'll be just fine. Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
We are green at the track too tough to tame.
Custer leading it. Allmendinger slides by Chandler Smith for second.
Looks really good relative to what's behind you.
NASCAR education continues for Shane Van Gisbergen.
Keep running up there for a little while, man. Just get comfortable for me.
Josh Williams outside the top 20.
The longer I run, the slower I get. Makes me feel like I ain't never drove a car in my life. All right, dude, we're going to make a swing at it here. Stay with me. Keep fighting. We're going to.
Haley Deegan looked like blew a left front tire right here past the start-finish line.
Caution flag number 4 flies at lap 102.
Car just shut off, guys. Copy, it won't refire? No, like everything's dead inside. The key just broke off in there. What the man?
They've got a problem with that 16.
Done, dude. It won't stay running. No power to it at all, AJ. No.
You could see the frustration on his face, having issues with the power of that car. It was a good day for AJ, turned bad real fast.
Yeah, it was running inside the top 5, top 10 all day long.
Get him behind the wall so we can bypass the master switch.
Well, it was an error that we made at the shop. We had some people going rogue. What we mean by that, doing their own thing. They made this key to turn the master switch on that wasn't correct. We didn't know that it was put in there.
Once they let you down here, buddy, we'll go rejoin the race. You're all clear out here. Tell the fields off of turn 2.
Who made it? Fired. The end's not right.
Right.
That's in there. That's the problem.
And he probably just jammed it in there and knocked the back of the contact off.
Well, it's probably like the part that goes in is probably not right. The people that happened, they're no longer working with Kaulig Racing.
Going to pee and throw up.
You gotta hold people accountable. It's a performance sport. If I don't do my job and I don't get Matt Kaulig trophies and hire the right people and do the right things, I'm not gonna be here. We didn't perform in that situation, and sadly that, people lose their job over it.
Justin Allgaier wins here at Darlington Raceway.
Top 15. Got to be really proud of what you accomplished today. All right, checker flag here, man. Thanks for sticking in there. We'll get to work and get better. That was another rough day. We're all tired of hearing that. Man, we got to get our cleaned up.
Coming in here, we were probably headed in the right direction, and AJ was. I mean, he was gonna run top 5, and we made another error.
So I don't worry about the finishes just because it's a flow of good and bad. I think it's more the speed that we've had.
We can't get our head down, and we can't walk around poor me. We'll head off to Charlotte. We'll have some good runs, and we got some great racetracks coming up for Kaulig Racing. We got Portland, we got Sonoma. 2 racetracks that we're supposed to win. We got to get SVG in the playoffs. We got to get Josh in the playoffs. We got to get AJ in the playoffs.
All it takes is one win, and you can turn around a terrible year, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're champion. So we got time to fix it, too.
He's just like me, he hates cameras. Ronald, he's a Rhodesian Ridgeback, so he's about 2 now. We only had him for 8 months before we come over here. It was like a process with like the medical stuff to get him here, and then, yeah, he went to Dubai. I think they wait there for 10 hours and then fly over, so yeah, it's probably a 30-hour trip. We always grew up with dogs and stuff, so yeah, I've always had sort of pets, cat, dogs, so I like being away from people. I just grew up on some land, and yeah, always been pretty quiet. My whole family's pretty quiet, and yeah, kind of keep to ourselves. So, you know, our racing stuff's pretty full on, but when we get away, it's good to get away from people. Oh no! Oops. I need to go get a bag. He comes with me everywhere here. Here is quite cool. No one really cares. You can take a dog anywhere. You can't really do that at home. You guys mind watching my dog real quick? Yeah, there's like a tag for identification, our numbers, and then if you're reading this, I f***ed up. Hopefully no one reads that.
Welcome back to Portland International Raceway and round 13 of the 2024 season for the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
75 laps in front of us today. It'll be the second road course race of the year.
We already had a big highlight today, qualifying this morning here, and A.J. Allmendinger, the king of the road, off track in turn 12. He goes to the back in a backup car.
His biggest challenger is going to be his teammate, who's starting on the front row, Shane Van Gisbergen.
So the road course is almost like a break for me, because the ovals are what my real focus is this year. I don't really focus on the road courses because we just know we'll be fine there.
Here we go, off of turn 12. We are green in Portland. There goes Mayer. Off the front end of Shane Van Gisbergen. Riley Herbst comes through with the race lead.
You see Shane's trying to get slowed down, but just makes contact, sends Mayer around.
So I felt pretty bad for that. We'll get along with Sam pretty good, and we just rolled into turn 1. Just got a bit of wheel hopping and just touched him enough to spin him around.
We mentioned that some good drivers are coming from the back after dropping to the rear because of those adjustments. A.J. Allmendinger in that category.
Shane's been pushing his car, as you said, a lot more than I expected him to. He is moving this car around a lot. Normally they look really smooth and under control, but he is tossing that car around.
The 97 inside of Riley Herbst through the corner. Nothing doing. Crossover. Here he is. SVG on point in Portland.
This could have easily been the battle for the lead, right? Sam Mayer, Parker Kligerman, A.J. Allmendinger, yet they're battling for 12th place.
It's been a little bit of a surprise how hard it's been for A.J. to get up there. Oh, Van Gisbergen's off. You see, he's going to have to cut back on, and we've talked about this. Be careful. Don't get too aggressive getting back on.
Look who's back.
Van Gisbergen shoots to the inside.
Shane Van Gisbergen kept getting to the inside, finally gets by, and now Sam Mayer follows him through.
We've got a crash off of
Big
turn
crash.
12.
Brandon Jones involved in that.
4 laps to go. Front row, Justin Allgaier in control. Beside him, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Justin, he was, I say playing games, but he's just doing a good job on the restart, you know, with how he was setting his car and stuff.
Allgaier grabs the lead into turn 1, turn 2.
Look at the run that Van Gisbergen gets out of turn 2. Going to be to the inside of Justin Allgaier. There goes through turn 4. Oh, look how loose Van Gisbergen is on his inside.
There goes Shane Van Gisbergen. Around Justin Allgaier, they have contact.
My dad always said there's guys that can go fast, but there's not a lot of guys that can go fast and race. He showed there that he's a guy that can go fast, but he can race too.
The late rally, the awesome restart, and now just a half a lap away from his first career victory in an Xfinity car. Career win number 1 for Shane Van Gisbergen comes in Portland, Oregon.
They put another block in the wall. They all run in the top 10. It's 30% of the top 10.
If you watch the Portland race, I guess it didn't look like I was in there, but we finished 7th. Super solid run for us. Maybe next time they'll show the 11 a little bit more.
We want to be the guy winning, but
one of us wins, everybody's winning.
What a day. It was really cool. Had some great racing. I need to get better at my restarts and learn how to position, but man, that was so much fun. Really, really cool racing. I love these cars. They're great.
He has justified with a second NASCAR trophy why he moved to North America. I belong. No one can question that. And now you can go to work.
It was pretty awesome. You know, this team is used to winning. It had been a tough start to the year, and we were just getting better, so it was really good.
We're running Legends cars today. Do a little testing, trying to get these kids some laps and try to find some speed. They're fun to drive. I try to drive them every chance I get. So this is Laquan McCoy's car, first year in Legends cars. He's a rising star. We're just trying to make him better. This is Houston Wells' car. We call him Huey. This will be his first trip today, so we'll see how he does. I told his dad we'll know here in like 45 minutes he's gonna be a race car driver. I had to loosen up lap belts a little bit. He been eating too many cheeseburgers.
You being chunky?
Rookie! I want to be able to teach kids the way that I was taught. I had a lot of old school guys around me that showed me how to work on race cars, how to do setups, how to weld, how to fabricate. That's not really taught that much these days. You're a gangster. Hey, good save, Billy. All right, push clutch in. You know, everybody wants to win, but sometimes you're gonna finish 10th. So just teaching them that there are ups and downs. Drive in the corner harder and go around the corner farther.
You're doing good, though. Don't get discouraged by the spin.
I mean, it's not like you've ever done it before.
Yeah.
Shake it off, go back out, make some more laps. So that's the biggest thing. We never end on a spin. That's what I'm talking about. Try that thing, boy. I think all the guys did pretty good. So we'll take that information back to the shop, make some changes, come back even better.
Happy July 4th weekend, everyone, as NASCAR kicks off a doubleheader on the streets of Chicago. First up, the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
The truth is, most teams look at the road course races and we're like, we just hope we get through it. And if you're Kaulig, you're thinking, now we got them where we want them.
How about Shane Van Gisbergen? He's won the last 2 road courses. Can he make it 3 in a row?
He is without a doubt the favorite.
The name A.J. Allmendinger usually strikes fear into anyone else racing on a road course or a street course. That may be a little bit different today because they're not going to see him coming from 11th starting position. In the words of his crew chief, it has not been a fun day for the 16 bunch.
It's going to be a grind all day. Stay in it.
The green flag is in the air. We're racing in Chicago again.
Shane Van Gisbergen makes it to turn 1 first. He'll take the lead over Kyle Larson. Here comes Larson in turn 2. He wants a piece of the lead.
Side by side with 17.
We knew it was going to be a heavyweight battle, and already early on, punches thrown from Van Gisbergen, Larson.
It's almost like a game of me and my shadow between SVG and Larson. Larson's going to jam it in again to the inside for the lead.
I truly believe SVG was messing with him. I don't think he was showing everything he had.
Trying to fight hard back to him here.
Turn 11, we have 1 car around.
Keep on roll right there. All clear. In front of us, we got around it, no damage. Let's be our lucky day.
Here they come into the right-hand turn 7. Give the advantage to SVG.
No pressure here, eyes forward, eyes forward.
You know, for me, going against SVG, I know I got to step my game up because he's a level that I have to get to.
That last lap seemed like we could match SVG until the last 2.5 corners.
Trouble turn 6. A.J. Allmendinger overshoots the entrance. Locked up the rear wheels. Side saddles it into the tire barrier.
Oh, we just got the tires. How bad is it? Bad. Maybe wheel hopped all the way into the corner. All right, guys. Pit here.
How far back will the 17 and the 97 fall in this pit cycle?
All the way.
Now we get to watch these guys charge up through the field.
Not only racing each other, but they're going to have to race the other competitors. Who gets back to the front first?
Shane Van Gisbergen is there, kicks it sideways, puts the left quarter up against the concrete.
I hit the wall in the last corner. From all the pictures we got, man, everything looks fine.
Here comes Van Gisbergen. They're cracking on each other, side by side for the lead.
Shane Van Gisbergen has the line. He's got the lead.
Driving away from him.
Shane Van Gisbergen is going to do it again. He wins at Chicago.
Very nice job. Speed P12 right there. Appreciate it. That was fun.
SVG did what SVG does. I don't think he's the mayor of Chicago yet, but he probably should be.
The crowd was awesome, and the atmosphere on the track was really cool.
To be able to win that race, stand on the front straightaway and see the skyline behind you, and I can't even explain it.
Races are so hard to win. NASCAR is so competitive. To hang a win banner, another one up on the shop, is something we should all be proud of, and you know, we're all focused on getting better and better, but yeah, you have to celebrate what you're achieving, I guess, while you're doing it.
I feel like we're at least going in the right direction. The biggest thing about Matt Kaulig, he really cares about his people. Yeah, is he competitive as hell and want to win? You don't make your motto trophy hunting if you're just out here to go, you know, run 15th and be okay with it.
AJ's biggest competitor is AJ. We know he can do it on a road course. He walks in, he's got that cocky little walk that he has. I want to see that walk when he walks into Charlotte. I want to see that walk when he walks into Phoenix. I want to see that walk when he walks into Atlanta.
The SVG that is rolling into the fall with those 3 wins, that's not the same guy, because now he's had a summertime of turning left and getting that confidence, and I think that should be scary for everyone else.
Josh can be a superstar because Josh has personality. I hope that Josh continues on the route that he's going, because I've seen improvement in his finishes, in his driving, in his racecraft, and what he does on the racetrack.
We're gonna win Matt Kaulig championship, but here's what we have to do is not sweat it. Just go and do it.
We're trophy hunting. We don't hide the fact that that's what we're doing. Our goals for Kaulig Racing is just to keep winning, just keep improving. If you're not growing, you're dying.